I got a question. Regionally, right? When you get a sub sandwich, what do you guys call it locally, where you are in your region? Is it like hoagie, sub, club? What is it? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Okay, so it's sub there. Subs. Hoagie. I'm waiting for a particular term. Sandwich. Okay. Hoagie. Sandwich. Chris sandwich. Lull. You do not call sandwiches lulls. Yeah, give me a lull with extra cheese. Call it a hero. Boiga. All right. Here's the thing. Has anybody locally... Blimp. That one's good. Wedge. Yo, give me a wedge. Wedge. That is another term, but it seems to be a very limited colloquialism, apparently. Sometimes a po' boy. Roll, blimp. A wedge. Not a wedgie. A wedge. Because I'm not going into some super strong deli dude and saying, yo, give me a wedgie. You know, one, I'll either get reported, or two, they'll oblige the request, and I'll be in a world of pain. So, wedge. Because basically, when they cut the sandwich, it's like a wedge. And they wedge that food in there. So they just wedge it in there. Wedge sounds like a part of the sandwich, not the whole sandwich. Well, they wedge it in there. You know. So, this is what's confusing me, because this guy, right? He grew up in New York, specifically Yonkers, New York, right? Everybody called it a wedge. Everybody. Delis. Sandwich places. Any place that made a sandwich, it was a wedge. Or a sub, right? But the further away you got from Yonkers, the less people called it a wedge. So now we're confused as to where this came from and why specifically in that area. Just very bizarre to me. Because I've heard all the other terms, but I very rarely say, yo, wedge. Give me a wedge. They're like, what? It's just a strange thing. So, like, you cross the border from, you know, Yonkers into the Bronx. Dude, it was a sandwich. You know? It was a club. It was a sub. It wasn't a wedge. So I don't know who came up with the term. So historically, when was that town founded? In like 1700s or something like that? Some dude named Bob Wedge was making sandwiches and didn't want it to be associated with some Duke or Earl. It's just so weird.